Let's, if you can, set the scene. Europe, 18th century. Frederick's father is king. And what does Europe look like at that point before as Frederick becomes king of Prussia?
Well, it would be very helpful to have a map at this point. Unfortunately, the map behind me is, I should have picked a better one. It's actually St. Petersburg, as it was in the middle of the 18th century. But I should have picked a map of Germany, which would have made it easier. It is extremely difficult, even with visual aids, to give an impression of the confusion or apparent confusion of the Holy Roman Empire of the German nation, which is what we must call Germany, given its full title in the 18th century. It had been there for almost a millennium until it was killed off by Napoleon in 1806. There we have Germany divided into, well, depends how you count them, but certainly around about 300 different territorial principalities. If you include the free imperial knights, as you should, then you get up to over 1,000. Perhaps even as far as 2,000. No one can really count them. So it's a kaleidoscope. It's nothing like Europe we see today, Central Europe that we see today. But among this myriad of states of various kinds, free imperial cities, ecclesiastical states, and so on, one or two of them stood out as a result of historical accident and design. Half a dozen dynasties had emerged to be at the top of the heap, and among them were the Hohenzollern family of Brandenburg, and then from 1701 they called themselves kings in Prussia. So Frederick, when he came to the throne in 1740, he was the third king in Prussia. He'd been preceded by his father, Frederick William I, who died in 1740, and his grandfather, who had died in 1713.